Part 1: The Crash. The escape pod had barely survived atmospheric entry. Smoke curled from its scorched hull as it lay half-buried in the dense forests of Earth. Inside, Zarazel of the Vree Dominion gasped for breath. Her chitinous exoskeleton cracked, her forearms trembling. She was dying. Her people had been explorers, scientists, until the war. The Krell Empire had purged her kind, and she was the last of her crew. The pod's medical systems were fried. The toxins in Earth's atmosphere seeped into her wounds. She had hours left, maybe less. Zarazel closed her primary eyes, resigned. At least she would die under an alien sky, free rather than a prisoner. A sound. A rustling in the undergrowth. A predator. Some native beast come to finish her. Instead, a furry four-legged creature emerged. Brown fur, floppy ears, and a wet nose that sniffed curiously at her. Zarazel tensed. But the creature didn't attack. It whined, tilting its head. Then it barked, loud, sharp, and bolted back into the trees. Zarazel exhaled. Even here at the end she was alone. Part 2: The Human. She didn't know how much time had passed when she heard the footsteps. Heavy bipedal. Human. Zarazel's secondary eyes flickered open. The human was tall, clad in rugged clothing, a pack slung over his shoulder. His face was weathered, his expression unreadable. And beside him, the furry creature. The dog. It barked again, nudging the human forward. The human's eyes widened as he took in the pod, then her. For a moment neither moved. Then he knelt. Zarazel flinched, expecting violence. But the human only reached into his pack, pulling out a canteen. "Easy," he murmured, though she couldn't understand. He held the water to her mandibles. She drank. It was kindness, a concept her people had nearly forgotten in the war. The dog whined, pressing close. The human exhaled, then made a decision. "All right, girl. Let's get her home." Part 3: The Choice. His name was Daniel, a biologist, living in isolation, studying the forest's ecosystem. His dog Luna had led him to her. Zarazel didn't know why he helped her. She was alien, monstrous by human standards. Yet, he carried her to his cabin, cleaned her wounds, even modified his own rations into something she could digest. "You're lucky Luna found you," he said once, as if she understood. She learned his language in weeks, her translator implant slowly adapting. "Why save me?" she finally asked, her voice clicking softly. Daniel paused. "Because you were hurt. Your species fears the unknown." He glanced at Luna, who thumped her tail. "Dogs don't. Maybe we could learn from them." Part 4: The Warning. Zarazel recovered. But she knew the Krell would come. They hunted survivors. "They will find me," she told Daniel one night. "And they will destroy this world to be sure." He frowned. "Then we fight. You do not understand. They are conquerors. Your weapons are primitive." Daniel was silent. Then, "We have something they don't." "What?" He scratched Luna's ears. "Loyalty." Part 5: The Stand. The Krell warship descended, darkening the sky. Daniel had warned the authorities. They hadn't believed him until now. Zarazel stood beside him, her carapace repaired, her resolve steeled. Luna growled at the sky. The Krell envoy emerged, a towering, armored monstrosity. "Surrender the Vree, or be erased." Daniel stepped forward. "No." The Krell laughed. "You are nothing." Barking. Not just Luna's. Hundreds, thousands. Dogs of every breed poured from the trees, from nearby towns, snarling, howling. They had no fear. Only protectiveness. The Krell hesitated. Their sensors went wild, so much noise, so much movement. Their weapons couldn't lock on. And then humanity struck. Militaries united. Not by governments, but by the simple truth. An alien had been saved by a dog. And if that was worth protecting, then so was everything else. Part 6. The Legacy. The Krell retreated. Not out of defeat but confusion. They had never seen a species fight so fiercely for something so small. Earth was spared. Zurazel stayed. Taught. She learned. And when the Vree remnants were found, they heard the story. Of a dying warrior saved by a dog. Of a human who chose kindness. The war ended. Not because of weapons but because the galaxy saw something new. Humanity. And their best friends. Epilogue. Years later, Daniel sat on his porch, old but content. Luna's descendants played in the yard. Zarazel, now an ambassador, joined him. They call it the Canine Pact, she said. Any species that harms Earth answers to the allied galaxies. Daniel chuckled. All because of one dog. Luna's great-great-grandpup barked in agreement. And the stars shone a little brighter.